It's important that you specify the language of your website. So within the Google Search Console, Google will check to see what language has been specified. Now you don't have to worry too much about these bits of code, but that's essentially how your language will look in terms of code, about how it's been specified. So for instance, the language might be specified as, say, American English or Australian English or whatever it happens to be. If you want, you can get more information from Google on their support website. You can watch this video if you want to for more information on how to specify the language. Now, in many cases, you don't need to get into the technicalities here because if you're using WordPress, there's no problem. It can just be done through WordPress. But as it does say here, it is worth doing from an SEO point of view, because if you have a look at this section here, where is it? If your content has small regional variations with similar content in a single language, for instance, you might have an English version content targeted at maybe the USA, Great Britain, Ireland, and other places like Australia, all of which have slightly different sort of regional variations. So again, if you are targeting to different countries, this is definitely something you want to think about. Now, if you're doing this within WordPress, you just go to the Settings General tab and you can specify it from there. So if I go to Settings General within WordPress, I'll just scroll down a little bit so you can see it. As you can see, I can set the language from there. Now, this particular website, it's a .com.au website, very definitely aimed at Australians, in which case I've set the language as not just the default, which would be English United States. I've set it to English Australia, and that will help Google to realize that I'm interested in the Australian market. Also, if I click on the down arrow here, you can specify the time zone. So by specifying the language as English Australian and the time zone as Perth, this is helping Google to realize that, hey, this website is primarily interested in Australia and it's particularly focused on Perth because that's the time zone within Australia that I've chosen. So as I say, it's just another way of getting Google to focus on local results if that's what you want.